everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all had a really good week. As you can see, I am bringing you a new puppy haul. Now, I know this is a bit delayed and we've now had Arnie for about 6 weeks, but I've watched a lot of puppy hauls and they're great, but people tend to buy a lot of stuff. And I thought with my puppy haul, I would bring it to you a bit later once I've realised what we needed or what we used from what we bought and what we didn't, so I can give you a more informed puppy haul. Hopefully you find this video useful, as I know a few of you have asked questions on the video that I posted when we brought Arnie home. So if you would like to know what we got for Arnie, what we used, what we haven't, what I would recommend you get if you are getting a new puppy soon, then yeah, please keep watching. So obviously it wouldn't be a puppy haul without the main man himself. Here he is. Arnie, do you want to say hi? So here is Arnie Gledhill, 14 weeks old now, and a lot bigger, I think you'll agree, than the first video that he featured in when we brought him home. So like I said, we've had him 6 weeks and he has grown so much. Should we show him, Arnie? Let's see if I can hold you up. Look at the size of him. Carl behind the camera trying to do his best to get Arnie to look into the lens. And as you can see also, he's a lot more animated and lively than he was when we first brought him home. He's completely comfortable. I'm just going to let him go. Carl's just sat to the right of me. But yeah, this video is all about you, little man, and what we wasted our money on and what we didn't. Okay, so let's get straight into the video. Okay, so an essential when you're getting a dog, you need something for them to eat out of and drink out of. So we picked up these bowls off of Amazon. Throughout this haul, I can't remember how much stuff cost, but if I can find it online, I will link it below in the description box down below, so you can go there and have a look. What is really great about these,
he's getting fed.
He's dying. Oh, he thinks he's getting fed because I'm holding these. But what is really good about these is this bit here, the mat part, is rubber, so they don't move all over the place. As you can imagine, Arnie gets very excited when it's dinner time, or breakfast time, or lunchtime. And he'll run at his bowls. Sometimes he puts his feet in them, but they don't move anywhere because of the rubber bottom, so they stay firm in place. And also they're a bit of a kind of a bib for him because he drops his food everywhere, as any puppy does. Quite often he will walk around the kitchen with his mouth full and drop bits of food around the kitchen, but if he drops them near his bowls, this does tend to pick up the bits that he discards. And also if he splashes water, this pretty much picks it up. And yeah, really good. And I really liked the grey rubber bit as well for the aesthetic part of it. But yeah, these are really, really good. Would highly recommend these ones. Whilst we're on the subject of food, we do actually need to pick up a new bag of food for Arnie, because we dispense his food into a big Tupperware box. So I don't have a bag to show you, but the food he eats, what is it, Carl?
The Purina Beta.
Purina Beta, and he really likes the chicken flavour. Just dry biscuits. We feed him 3 times a day. Again, I've been asked about how much we feed him. We kind of play it by ear. We were told when we picked him up not really to worry too much about feeding him too much, because he's a puppy, they have bags of energy. So we started off feeding him 1 scoop of his food. Obviously when he was really little, 1 scoop was enough. Sometimes he wouldn't even eat it all. But now we sort of go between 1.5 scoops, sometimes even 2 scoops. And we just kind of feed off him really, because sometimes he's crying because he wants more food, or he's sniffing at his bowl, so we give him a little bit more. But he runs around all the time. He's got bags of energy and he's definitely not getting fat. He's been weighed a couple of times now by the vets, and he is, how much does he weigh?
5.7 kilos now.
5.7 kilos, and how much was he when we got him?
Just under 3? Just
under 3 kilos when we got him. So he's growing nicely. His little belly bloats out once he's eaten, but he's by no means getting fat. So yeah, that's what we use. If I can find a picture of it online, I'll insert it here now. But yeah, that's the food that he likes, and we've not had any issues with it. Whilst we are on the subject of food, some treats that Arnie really likes are these tasty mini puppy treats. Now, it was really hard to find treats, I found, for puppies, like specific for puppies, because you go in the shops, and we did buy a few treats, but they say they're not suitable for dogs underneath. Oi! He's gonna cry now. He's in this crate next to me, which I will show you in a minute. Yeah, most of the treats, we bought a few and then we got them home, and then we realised on them they said not suitable for dogs under 4 months old. So these ones are tasty mini puppy pedigree treats with chicken in them. It says with added calcium for strong bones and teeth. He really likes these ones. They're just tiny little cubes, and we've used these ones mainly when we are trying to train him, and he absolutely loves them and is a really good boy and does what he's told. So they're working for us and they're working for him, clearly. So away from the food side of things and more on maintenance and a bit of self-care for Arnie, we got this puppy and kitten toothpaste and a little finger brush. As you can see, it's still in the packet. We haven't actually used it yet. Is that bad? How often does it say you should brush their teeth? I'll have to give this a go tonight. But yeah, we haven't brushed his teeth yet. His teeth are like knives. They are, I mean, I don't know if you can see that on my hand, but just before I started filming this video, he just gets excited, he jumps up and he scratches. But yeah, his nails and his teeth are just like knives at the moment. But again, this is from Pets at Home. We also got him a little hairbrush, which he likes because he's getting a little massage as he's getting brushed. So it is like a tangle teaser. It's actually called Pet Teaser, it says on there. So a little tangle teaser for the pup. And then we got a load of Poo Bags. We just have loads of these. As you'll see in a previous video when I did my cherries haul, I also bought more Poo Bags. Also, the brush and the Poo Bags there were from Pets at Home, but obviously you can get big packs and stuff. You can buy in bulk online. Amazon is really good. So with collars, it was really difficult because he was so small. We bought him this one from Pets at Home, I think it was, or Sainsbury's. I'll link it down below anyway if I can find it. But it was far too big for him when we first got him. Haven't actually tried it on him. It may fit him now, but we really liked it because obviously he's a boy and it's green and sort of brown colours. And we got the matching lead, which we've used the lead, but see, we haven't used the collar yet because it was too big. And as you can see, when we started taking him for walks, his tendency was to chew his lead while he was sat there waiting for us to go out. So it's pretty durable though, there's no way that's breaking. Yeah, we'll have to probably get him another one when he stops chewing. And also, Carl went for a trip to Pets at Home without me once, and as you'll have heard me mention in a previous video, he got him this little harness, which actually I really like for walks because it means it's not tugging on his neck, and he does get really excited when he's going out for walks and will pull against the, like, pull us along and pull on his lead because he's excited to get going. So at least with this, you know, it's sort of around his chest and his body, so it's not strangling around his neck. It's really cute because it's got a little bow tie on it, and I think he looks really smart and handsome in his little harness. Also got him a little ID tag, which he hasn't worn yet because on his red collar that he's wearing, there's not a place to hang it, but on this one there is a perfect place to hang it. So when he upgrades to this one, we'll hang it on there, and it's got our postcode and Carl's mobile number on one side, and then it's got, you can see that, and then it's just got Carl's surname. It'll be my surname next year, Gledhill, because we were told not to put their first name, the dog's first name, on their name tag, because then people can call them by their name when they're out for a walk. Hear him whinging. When they're out for a walk and steal them. So we got his surname on there because he won't respond to that. He hasn't worn this yet, but he'll look proper smart when he does, when he upgrades to his big boy collar. So I'll move on to his toys next. Now obviously we've had him 6 weeks, so his toys are not brand new. They are muddy, they are torn, they are chewed, and they are much loved by him. So but we didn't buy that many. I know people can go a bit crazy on toys, but we didn't buy that many. We bought a few toys of different textures so that to see what he liked, and he had a variety, but we just went with a few. So the first ones that we picked up, again from Pets at Home, is this hamburger or cheeseburger, and a little donut. I just thought they looked really cute. They're soft, they've got a squeaky in them, they both still work. And as you can see, he loves his burger. He's been nibbling away at the cheese, and he's having a little cry because I've got all his toys at the moment. It's all right, Arnie, I'll give him you back in a minute. And he loves his donut as well. He loves both of these. And then we went for a harder, more durable toy as well, which again you can see is much loved by him. He's had a good go at chewing this, and the plastic in the middle, but this is a good sort of tug toy. I mean, we don't really do that too much with him at the moment because he's still only got his baby teeth and he's not that strong, but he loves chewing on this because it is harder and it's not going to fall apart like the soft toys, so we're happy to leave this in his crate knowing that he's not going to choke on a big bit of a soft toy or anything, because yeah, it's solid. Yeah, and it's really good. I really like this one, and it'll be good when he's older as well because we can play with him a bit more with this. So again, Pets at Home, really like this toy. One other thing that we did get him before we got him was these little tennis balls. Obviously in the garden, I throw them against the wall of the house and they bounce off and he runs after it and goes everywhere, so he loves these as well, and I thought the paw prints on them were really cute. And again, these were from Pets at Home. One other thing which was meant to be more of a comfort for Arnie was we bought him this little lamb off Amazon. I will put a picture here of the lamb that he had, and yeah, this was meant to be a comfort to him when he was away from obviously his mum for the first few nights and beyond. This lamb had a little heartbeat in it, and we've still got that bit, and it beats, it vibrates, so it was meant to feel like they were lying with their mum and their siblings. And I've seen on other people's videos that their puppies just have their head on it and just sleep on it. Well, Arnie decided to rip his lamb to shreds. This lamb did not last long, and he started ripping not just at the lamb, but he started ripping at the Velcro bit underneath where this went, and sort of ripping the stuffing out of it. And we started to get a bit concerned because we didn't want him to swallow all the stuffing and everything. So we did bin his lamb, but you might have more success with this than we did with Arnie, so I will link the lamb in the description box down below if you want to try it out with your puppy. But Arnie just wanted to play with it and rip it, and yeah, just if you follow me on Instagram you might have seen Arnie like literally pulling it everywhere and shaking his head around ferociously with it. Poor lamb didn't last very long. The thought was there, Arnie didn't go for that. He didn't need comforting, he needed to just rip things to shreds. Something else that I saw on a lady's Instagram account that I follow. Her Instagram account I will link below. Her Instagram name is The House Build. Her name's Becky, or Bex. And she has two adorable Cocker Spaniels. One is a very young puppy, one is fully grown. Doris and Bertie, they're so cute. Go follow her if you don't already. But I saw with Doris, who's her little puppy, she had a sling, and I think she used it for Bertie as well. And I thought that was such a good idea for taking Arnie out when he wasn't able to go for proper walks, just to get him familiarised with the sounds of cars, other dogs, just the surroundings outside rather than just being in our back garden all the time. So when we got to take him out for walks, he wasn't scared by everything. He would happily walk along with not too many issues. This was a lovely idea, and it did last for a little while. I think 2 or 3 walks we went on with Arnie in this when he was very small. Here is the sling. The company says www.qb100.com on the label there, but I got it off Amazon. I think it was about £18, I want to say. I'll link it in the description box below with everything else. But it was really lovely. It's this grey, it just goes over, you put your arm through it there and you just wear it like that. You may have seen me wear it before. Arnie would go in there, and it's even got like a little pocket here, so if you needed poo bags or anything like that. And I just loved carrying him around in this. On our third or fourth walk, I think it was, Arnie decided that he was happy with all of his surroundings outside. He was happy with the cars and seeing other dogs and cats and all sorts. And he decided that he just wanted out of the sling and he wanted to walk by himself. So on that particular walk, we had to just come back because he was jumping everywhere and crawling up my face. So it was at that point that we realised that walks in the sling were no more. I'm glad I bought it still because it did get him used to the cars. And if you've seen my previous video, you'll see that he would nuzzle his nose into the sling in towards me whenever a car would go past really fast. So it was nice to have him close to me when we took him out for the first few times. But for £18, it was quite an expensive thing to use only 2 or 3 times. So I've just let him out of his crate because what I want to show you next is in there, and he's having a sniff around everything that I've got on the floor in front of me at the moment. Oh, he's going to chew on his sling. The thing that we spent money on that you only used a couple of times and then wanted to be a big boy and walk by himself. Ah, no. See, he just wants to eat this. I think he was more curious about what was vibrating rather than enjoying your lamb, weren't you? And now he's eating the plastic that his tennis balls are in. So whilst he's doing that, excuse the rustling, I'll show you what we got in his crate. So this is Arnie's bed. As you can see, there you go, he's jumped out of it. This is Arnie's bed. It is a little bit dirty, but what is good about it is this comes out and you can wash it separately, which we have had to do already. He had a little accident in it one night, didn't you? I think this was about £40 from Pets at Home, and it comes in different sizes, small, medium and large. And Arnie is a Cocker Spaniel, and so he's going to grow to be a medium-sized dog. So we did go with medium, and although when we first got him, he was so small in this, he fits in it really well now, and I think this will even last him to when he is fully grown as well. It's really soft. It's got a little bit that goes down there so he can crawl in it okay. He struggled at first when he was really little, but he jumps in it, as you can see. Yeah, at first he wouldn't necessarily lie in his bed that much when we first got him. In his crate we would put his bed and we put a blanket, quite a nice fluffy blanket down in there, and he would lie on the blanket more than he would this. But he had an accident on his blanket, which we ended up just, rather than washing and everything because it was just everywhere, we just binned it and we just put a towel in there now. So he's got a towel and then his bed, and obviously the towel's not as soft as what his bed is, so now he lies in his bed more, which is really good. And we have done a bit of training with him to try and get him to go to his bed when he's not in his crate, but we're still working on that, aren't we? He's got a tennis ball now, he's happy. So yeah, this is his bed. It came in a couple of different colours as well, I think. But yeah, we really like it, and yeah, definitely needs a wash, but he loves it, don't you? And then I think the only other thing to show you is the crate itself. So this is Arnie's crate that we got from Pets at Home, and it is a medium-sized crate. So inside we've just got this towel that we put down, and then his bed goes in this area here, and then this blanket is an old throw that I had over the end of my bed, which I no longer use. So we just put this all over his crate, so I bring it forward. And we have it like that, so then at night, and we have it down this side as well, so then at night it's all nice and dark in there, and it's like a bit of a den because he absolutely loves it. And when we turn the lights off in the evening and we go to bed and he's in his crate and it's all nice and dark, we don't hear a peep from him all night. We get up once in the night with him now because he's a little bit older, and he's an absolute angel at night time. So this has worked really well for us. We've been really lucky with him with this crate. I know some dogs don't really take to their crate very well, but Arnie's been so good with it, and it's been a real godsend, to be honest, because at night, like I said, we wake ourselves up. We have to set an alarm to take him out for the toilet, but I think the first night he woke us up crying and that was it, and then every night we're waking him up to take him out. And update on the accidents in his crate. We've not had any accidents in the house, but we have had 3 accidents in his crate now, which, considering we've had him for 6 weeks, I think that's that's not bad at all. I think that is everything that we bought for Arnie before we got him. You might think that it's quite a lot, but from some of the puppy hauls that I watched, there was all sorts of stuff that people were buying, like pooper scooper things and just loads of toys and all bits and pieces. But we kept it quite simple because we were spending quite a lot on him. We didn't want to spend too much before we had him and realise what we needed before we got him. And actually we haven't bought a lot at all since we've had him. We found that the stuff that we got for him has done him really well, and actually is pretty much what we needed. I hope you found this useful. If you have any other questions that I haven't covered in this video, then please leave me a comment below, because I'd love to help you all out. Any new puppy parents out there to be, if you've got any questions. Obviously me and Carl are still learning as we go along. We are by no means experts, and he still teaches us things every day. But if I can help you with a little bit of experience that we have from the last 6 weeks of having him, then yeah, I'm happy to help. So leave me a comment, and I love to hear you all being excited about getting your new puppies, and the tips that you're sharing with me as well, and I'm learning things from you. So yeah, please comment below if you found this useful, if you've got any tips for me with anything that I've spoken about. Yeah, and if you want any other sort of puppy related videos or Arnie related videos, leave me a comment below and let me know so I can bring them to you as well. Obviously he will feature in my daily vlogs, in videos that we do in the future, because he is part of the family now. So he will feature in a lot of my videos. If you do want to see more of Arnie, and me of course, because I will be in them too still, then yeah, please hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it, and I bring a new video every week for you. Arnie! Oh! See what I mean about boisterous? He ran at me and cracked my knuckles. Arnie, come here. Come here. You want to say bye? You can hear Carl mowing the lawn in the garden. Arnie, come here. Arnie. Say bye. Make you look at the camera like this. You have to bribe them. If you follow his Instagram account, I'll put it up here, Adventures of Arnie, all those cute pictures you see, we have to bribe him with a toy or a treat behind the camera to get you looking in the right direction, don't we? No, not my finger, chew the donut. But yeah, he's keeping us busy, but we wouldn't be without him now. I'll leave this video here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it useful and took something from it. And we'll see you in the next one, won't we? So bye everyone. See you in the next video. Bye.